Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speak English Without Noise. I'm Ava, and I'm so happy you're here with us today. Whether you're listening at home, at work, or on your way somewhere, welcome. We are so glad you're here.
Hey, and I'm Ben. Great to see you all. I'm doing really well today, thank you. I had a great morning. Coffee, a little walk, and now I'm here talking with all of you. What could be better?
That sounds like a perfect morning. I actually tried to say something in English this morning before I was fully awake, and I just stopped and thought, wait, what's the word in English? And then I translated from my first language. It happens.
Oh, that's so relatable. And actually, that's exactly what today's episode is about. Today, we're talking about how to train your brain to think in English and how to stop translating in your head every time you want to speak.
Yes, and this is such an important topic for beginners. By the end of today's episode, you're going to understand why translating slows you down, and you're going to have real, simple strategies to start thinking in English, even if you're just starting out.
We'd love to hear from you right now. Write in the comments. When you try to speak English, do you translate from your first language first? Tell us. We read every single comment.
And if you're new here, welcome to Speak English Without Noise. Please like this video and subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. We post new content every week, and we are here to help you speak English with confidence.
Okay, let's jump right in. First, let's talk about why translating in your head actually makes speaking English harder and what's really happening in your brain when you do it.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. When you learn a new language, your brain wants to find a shortcut, and the shortcut it uses is translation. You think of a word in your first language, find the English word, and then say it. This seems helpful, right?
Right. It feels natural. Like, I think the idea first, then I translate.
Exactly. But here's the problem. When you translate, you're doing two jobs at the same time. First, you're thinking of the idea. Second, you're searching for the translation. That takes time. And in a real conversation, there's no time to pause.
So true. Have you ever been in a conversation and someone asks you a question and you freeze? Like your mouth just stops working?
Oh, all the time. And that freeze, that pause, that's usually translation happening. Your brain is working hard behind the scenes, searching for words.
Let me give you some examples. Imagine someone says, "How was your weekend?" If you translate, you think, how do I say that? My weekend was good, nice, fun, and then 5 seconds pass. But if you've trained your brain, you just think, good, I relaxed at home. Fast, natural, easy.
Yes! Or another example. Someone asks, "What do you do?" If you translate, you might think, "I work as, what is the word for my job in English?" But if you think in English, you already know, "I'm a teacher," or "I work in a shop." No translation needed.
Can you think of a sentence you say every day? Like, good morning, or I'm tired. Say it in English right now, without thinking about your first language first. Just say it. If you can do that, you're already training your brain. Write that sentence in the comments. We want to see it.
Now let's look at the negative side. The mistake is not that you translated once or twice. The mistake is that you always rely on translation. When you always translate, your brain never builds a direct connection between the idea and the English word. It always goes idea, first language, English. We want idea, English. Direct. Think of it like a bridge. Right now, your brain drives across two bridges to get to English. We want to build one bridge, straight to English.
Here's a great way to picture it. Imagine you see an apple. If you translate, you think, apple in my language, now apple in English. But if you think in English, you just see the apple and think, apple. Simple, fast, clean. That's what we're training for.
And it really is like training. Athletes train their muscles every day. Language learners need to train their brains every day too. Small practice, done often, is much better than big practice done rarely. 5 minutes every morning is better than 2 hours once a week. Can you say, I'm hungry without translating? What about, I need water? Practice saying those right now, out loud. Don't think about your first language. Just say the English words. Wonderful. So in this section, we learned that translation is a natural habit, but it slows you down because it adds an extra step. The goal is to remove that step, to go directly from thought to English. Let's keep going and talk about how to start building those direct connections.
So now we know the problem. Too much translation. Let's talk about solutions. How do you actually start thinking in English? The good news is you don't need to be advanced to do this. You can start right now at a beginner level with very simple steps.
The first and most powerful thing you can do is label your world. This is a classic technique and it really works. Pick 5 objects around you right now. Your phone, your chair, your cup, your door, your table. Say those words in English. Don't translate. Just look and say the English word.
This is so good. When I was learning, I put little sticky notes on things in my house. On my fridge, fridge. On my lamp, lamp. On my window, window. Every time I looked at those things, I thought the English word automatically. After a week, I didn't need the notes anymore. My brain just knew.
Love that. And you can do this with actions too, not just objects. When you wake up, I'm waking up. When you eat, I'm eating breakfast. When you walk, I'm walking to the kitchen. Small, simple sentences. Say them in English as you do the action.
Now let's talk about formal versus informal. In formal English, you might say, I am preparing my breakfast. In everyday informal English, you'd say, I'm making breakfast. Both are correct, but beginners should start with informal. It's shorter, it's natural, and it's what real people say every day.
Here's a little practice. I'll say a situation and you say the English sentence out loud. Ready? You just woke up and you feel good. Say it. I feel good today. You're hungry. Say it. I'm hungry. You want some water. Say it. I want some water. Great. These are your building blocks.
3 quick tips for building English thinking habits. First, start with your most common daily actions, the things you do every morning. Getting up, brushing your teeth, making coffee. Learn those phrases first. Second, don't try to think in English for everything all at once. Start with 5 minutes a day. Just 5 minutes of thinking in English. Then increase slowly. Third, when you don't know a word, describe it in English instead of translating. Don't know the word for naranjas? Say orange fruit. Don't know comfortable? Say it feels good to sit in. Describe, don't translate. And don't worry about making your sentences perfect. A sentence like, I eat bread morning, is not perfect grammar, but it's still thinking in English. The grammar will improve over time. The important thing is that you're not translating. You're connecting your thoughts directly to English words. That's progress.
You know, I remember when I started practicing this technique, I'd say things like, I go kitchen now. Totally wrong grammar. But my brain was working in English, not translating. And slowly, naturally, I started saying, I'm going to the kitchen. The habit of thinking in English came first. The grammar improved because of that habit.
Write in the comments right now. What's one English sentence you can say about your morning today? Something like, I drank coffee, or I woke up at 7. We want to read every single one of your sentences. Don't be shy.
Yes, we love reading those. Okay, so let's review this section. To start thinking in English, you should label the world around you in English. Say simple sentences as you do daily actions, and use informal, everyday language to start. Begin with just 5 minutes a day. Small steps lead to big changes.
Now, let's talk about some really practical, everyday tools you can use to speed up this process of thinking in English. These are things you can start doing today, and they're all free and simple.
The first tool is talking to yourself. I know that sounds a little funny, but it works. When you're alone, In the bathroom, in your car, on a walk, talk to yourself in English. Describe what you see. I see a tree. The sky is blue. There are many people. Just talk. No one is judging you. It's just you and English.
I do this all the time. Sometimes I narrate what I'm doing like I'm in a TV show. And now I am opening the refrigerator. What should I eat today? I think I'll have an apple. It feels silly, but your brain is practicing. And the more you practice, the faster you get.
Another great tool is thinking in English when you read or watch something. Even in your first language, after you read something, ask yourself, how would I say this idea in English? You don't need to say it perfectly. Just try. For example, you read a news headline in your first language. Then think, how do I say this in English? Something like, there was an accident on the road. 3 people were hurt.
And here's a tip about being polite and natural. When you don't know a word, it's completely fine to say, I don't know the word, but, and then describe it. In real English conversations, native speakers do this all the time. They say things like, what's the word, that thing you use to open a bottle? That is real English. That is natural.
Your tone matters too. When you talk to yourself or practice, don't be too formal or stiff. Talk like you're talking to a friend. Relaxed. Easy. Yeah, I think it's kind of like I forget the word. Anyway, that easy flowing style is what we're training for.
Let me do a quick mini practice with you. I'll ask you something, and you answer out loud in English. Don't think too hard. Just speak. Ready? What's your name? Say it. My name is. Great. Where are you from? Say, I'm from. What are you doing right now? Say, I'm watching a video. Easy, right? You just spoke English without translating. Here's one more idea. Use English when you write notes to yourself. Your shopping list, your to-do list, a quick reminder. Write it in English. Buy milk, call mom, do homework. Simple words, but you're living in English for those small moments. And those small moments add up to big change over time.
Also, don't be afraid to make mistakes when you talk to yourself. No one is listening. You can say the wrong word, the wrong order, the wrong tense, and that's completely fine. Self-talk is your safe space to experiment with English. It's your practice room. Use it as much as you can. Write in the comments. Do you ever talk to yourself? Tell us. And tell us if you'll try it in English this week.
The most important thing to remember is that this takes time. Don't expect to think in English perfectly after one day. But if you keep practicing, even 5 minutes every morning, after 1 month, you will notice a real difference. After 3 months, you'll be amazed at how fast your brain starts working in English.
Did you notice what happened when we did that little practice? You answered because the question was simple and you already knew the English. Your brain didn't need to translate. That's exactly the feeling we want to grow. The more you practice simple questions and answers, the more your brain gets used to working directly in English. Go out and talk to yourself today. Say 5 things you see. Say what you're doing. Your brain will thank you.
Okay, now it's time to talk about mistakes. And we love this section because honestly, we've made all of these mistakes ourselves. Mistakes are how you learn, so please don't feel bad. Just listen, learn, and keep going.
Mistake number 1. Trying to translate everything word by word. This is the biggest one. Every language has its own way of saying things. In English, we say, I'm 20 years old. Some languages say, I have 20 years. If you translate word by word, you might say, I have 20 years in English, which is wrong. The fix? Learn the full English phrase, not a word-for-word translation. Learn I'm 20 years old as one complete idea.
Yes. Another mistake, mistake number 2, is waiting until your English is perfect before you speak. So many learners say, I'll speak when I'm ready. But you never feel ready if you never practice.
The truth is, speaking imperfect English is 100 times better than staying silent. Every mistake is a step forward.
Mistake number 3, only studying grammar rules and not using English in real life. Some learners spend hours on grammar books, and grammar is useful, but if you never actually talk, your brain never builds the habit of thinking in English. Grammar plus speaking practice equals real progress. One without the other is not enough.
I remember spending so much time memorizing grammar rules, and then when someone said, "Hi, how are you?" I completely froze because I was trying to remember a rule instead of just saying, "Fine, thanks." The rule is use it or lose it. If you don't use what you learn, your brain forgets it fast. So practice, practice, practice.
Mistake number 4, thinking that thinking in English is only for advanced learners. Nope, you can start as a complete beginner. I'm happy, I'm tired, I want food. Those are thinking in English. You're already doing it. Write in the comments, which mistake do you make the most? We want to know.
These mistakes are all so normal. Every single English learner has been there. Don't be hard on yourself. The fact that you're watching this video and working on your English already puts you ahead. Keep going. You're doing great.
Exactly. To summarize, avoid word-for-word translation. Don't wait to be perfect before you speak. Balance grammar study with real speaking practice. And remember that thinking in English can start on day 1. You've got this.
It's practice time! This is one of my favorite parts of the episode. We're going to do a choose the correct sentence activity. I'll give you a situation and 2 options. You pick the one that sounds more natural in English. Ready? Speak your answer out loud.
Situation 1. You want to tell someone you are feeling tired. Option A, I have tiredness. Option B, I'm tired. Which one is correct? Option B, I'm tired is natural English. Option A is a word-for-word translation that doesn't work in English. We don't have feelings in English, we be them. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm tired.
Situation 2. You see your friend and you want to greet them. Option A, how you are. Option B, how are you? The answer is option B. In English, question word order is question word plus verb plus subject. How are you? Not how you are. This is one of the most common word order mistakes. Say it out loud now. How are you?
Situation 3. You want to say you need help. Option A, I need help. Option B, I am needing help. Option A is better. I need help is the natural, everyday way. We don't usually say I am needing because need is a state verb. It describes how things are, not an action in progress. Formal or informal, I need help works perfectly.
Situation 4. You just finished eating and you want to say the food was delicious. Option A, the food, it was very delicious. Option B, the food was delicious. Option B is correct. In English, we don't repeat the subject with it. We say the food was delicious. Simple, clean, natural. Say it right now. The food was delicious.
Now, here's your challenge. Think of one thing that happened to you today. Something simple. You ate breakfast, you woke up late, you felt happy. Now, make one English sentence about it. Don't translate. Just feel the thought and say the English words. Write your sentence in the comments. We want to see it. Remember, real conversation is better than perfect grammar. Just speak.
Wow, what a fantastic episode. I'm so proud of everyone who practiced with us today. Let's do a quick recap of everything we covered because it was a lot of great stuff.
Yes. Today, we covered 3 big ideas. Number 1, we learned why translation slows you down. It adds an extra step between your thought and your words. The goal is to go directly from idea to English, no middle step. Number 2, we talked about how to start building English thinking habits, like labeling your world, saying simple sentences during daily actions, and starting with just 5 minutes a day. Number 3, we explored practical tools for thinking in English, talking to yourself, narrating your actions, and describing things when you don't know the exact word.
And remember, you don't need to be advanced to think in English. You can start right now with the simplest sentences. I'm happy. I want coffee. It's a nice day. Every time you say an English thought without translating, you're training your brain. And your brain gets better with practice, just like a muscle.
Here's something to think about. What is one small thing you can do tomorrow morning to think in English? Maybe say good morning to yourself when you wake up. Maybe say the name of everything you see in your kitchen. Small steps every day. What's your plan? Tell us in the comments.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps our channel grow. And share this video with a friend who is learning English. They will thank you for it. Don't forget to subscribe to Speak English Without Noise so you never miss a new episode. We are here every week with new topics to help you speak English naturally and confidently.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. You are working hard and it shows. Every episode you watch, every sentence you practice, every comment you write, it all adds up. Keep believing in yourself, keep practicing, and keep showing up. You are doing an amazing job. We'll see you in the next episode. See you next time.